Being silenced and small was normal. Meri's talking about her past amid new life update after Kody split. I think the Sister Wives star is stronger now. I'm convinced the version of Sister Wives star Meri Brown I'm seeing in 2025 is the strongest the reality TV star has ever been as she continues to share exciting life updates after her split with Kody Brown. The show about Kody, his 4 wives, and their combined 18 children explored his life as a polygamist and the challenges that came along with it. While Kody's currently left with only 1 wife, the show continues to explore his dynamic with Meri Brown, Janelle Brown, and Cristin Brown, who are also trying to move on with new partners and families. Kody and his first wife, Meri, married in 1990. She was just 19 at the time, and it took Meri 33 years to finally end the relationship. Meri had agreed to polygamy without knowing what the future had in store for her and Kody. Over time, Meri noticed her husband growing distant from her. It led to Meri getting catfished on social media when she was dealing with loneliness. Meri was confused and heartbroken since she had been legally divorced from Kody in 2014, but she had to take the final step. Meri knew it was the end of an era. After parting ways with Kody, Meri has become more outspoken about her personal journey. She recently shared a revealing Instagram post that sheds light on her transformation. Reflecting on her upbringing in a plural family in the 1970s Utah with a father in law enforcement, she wrote, "He must provide for his family. Silence is required." Meri's message detailed the struggles of growing up in polygamy and the burden of secrecy. Now, rejecting that lifestyle, Meri has declared she's no longer staying quiet. She boldly stated, "I'm worthy of being heard," marking a powerful shift in her voice and perspective. Meri shared an Instagram story about her bed and breakfast business, Lizzie's Heritage Inn, getting an upgrade. She shared a photo of the interior, showcasing a painted wall and wooden drawer cabinet. She captioned the post, "Things are finally happening around here," signaling that progress is underway, and she's ready to give her business a good look. While Meri didn't reveal specific details about her plans for Lizzie's Heritage Inn, she suggested the inn would be reopening soon, following its temporary closure in August 2024. Meri's post hints at exciting changes ahead, although she has kept the full scope of the renovations under wraps. The business was temporarily closed in August 2024 to allow for renovations. Unfortunately, it took Meri some time to begin working on her plans. However, her latest update suggests she is now ready to move forward with the renovations and reopen her business. Her breathing new life into a dormant project shows that Meri also wants to revitalize her own life, which may have reached a point of stagnancy and needed a fresh start with all things new. As Meri learns to focus on her well-being, she's grown progressively stronger over the years and is learning to be assertive. She's been transparent about her goal to live authentically and prioritize her happiness. This journey has led her to explore new relationships, including spending Christmas with a mystery man, someone who I'm certain is an upgrade from Kody. This new phase in the Sister Wives star's life has only been possible after she stepped out of the spiritual union and decided to become independent while moving on from Kody and expressing her empowerment through Worthy Up. Meri Brown had spent years learning how to make herself small, how to tiptoe around a house filled with expectations that were never meant to serve her, how to be present without truly being seen, how to keep her voice at just the right volume, careful not to disrupt the carefully curated world that Kody had built, one that, in the end, had no room left for her. Being silenced had become her normal. It wasn't just about the words she didn't say. It was the ones she had swallowed down, the dreams she had tucked away, the moments when she wanted to scream but instead offered a practiced smile. Meri had always been the one to hold the weight of loyalty, the one who clung to faith, to hope, to the belief that things could turn around. That if she just worked harder, loved deeper, and proved herself worthy, she could carve out a space for herself in a relationship that had long since left her behind. But now, after all the years of feeling small, of shrinking herself to fit into a space that no longer fit, Meri was growing. For the first time in what felt like forever, she was standing taller, not because anyone else had granted her permission to, but because she had finally decided that she deserved to take up space. Her latest life update wasn't about a new man, a dramatic revenge arc, or some fiery takedown of the past. No, Meri's power move was quieter, yet infinitely stronger. She was choosing herself. It had started subtly in the way she carried herself. There was something different in her eyes now, a spark that had dimmed for too long but was once again burning bright. She had let go of the idea that she needed validation from someone who had long stopped offering it. She had stopped waiting for Kody to see her worth, because the truth was, he never would. And that was no longer her problem. Meri was done explaining, done justifying, done making herself small. The world had told her for so long that her value was in what she could give, how well she could fit into a mold that no longer suited her. But what if she wasn't meant to fit? What if she was meant to break the mold entirely? And so she did. She packed up the remnants of a life that no longer served her and walked away, not with bitterness, but with a kind of quiet defiance that spoke volumes. She wasn't angry. She was free. She wasn't lost. She was discovering herself. She poured herself into her businesses, her passions, her friendships. She traveled. She smiled more. She laughed in a way that didn't feel forced. And she spoke, honestly, vulnerably, powerfully. About the past, yes, but more importantly, about the future. Meri Brown was no longer the woman who shrank herself to fit into a world that never truly embraced her. She was no longer waiting to be chosen. She had chosen herself. And, for the first time in a long time, being small was no longer her normal. She was expansive, she was strong, she was Meri.